Okay, we're doing this. Ladies, hi, my name is Natalie, and I am the founder of Natalie's Nutrition and creator of the Smarter Fat Loss System, a fat loss system in which I teach women who want to lose weight and keep it off a simple way of eating that doesn't involve counting calories, stomach growls, or giving up chocolate. So, today we are going to talk about belly fat, or better yet, how to get rid of it. Okay? And I'm sending you this free video because the truth is that I want you to become my client. And this is because I know what I do works, but I also know that I need to prove that to you first. Okay? So, one of my core values in my business is to provide value first. And if after watching this video, you feel like your next best step is to join my Smarter Fat Loss program, then let's chat and see if you're a good fit for it. There's a link right below the video that you can click to book a free weight loss breakthrough call with me. And I just want to say again, this transformation is possible. Don't give up. I see this in my clients every day and I live it. Now I want it for you. Okay? So let's talk belly fat. All right? Now, when you gain weight, particularly around the midsection, your entire body's biochemistry spirals downward. And, not to be dramatic or anything, but it's true. So you basically create more inflammation when you have more weight around the midsection. You create more inflammation and oxidative stress, and this promotes even more fat storage. Yikes, I know. So the result of this is a vicious cycle of hormonal fluctuations, unwanted symptoms, and also disease that will drag you down unless you flip that switch over. Okay? Now, in your belly, you have two types of fat. You have I always say this wrong, but it's the subcutaneous and the visceral fat. Okay? So the subcutaneous, if I say that right, is more the external layer of fat. So it's the type that you can actually grab with your hands or like pinch with your fingers. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do this. So you can pinch it, that's the subcutaneous fat. So we might not like it, right? But it's not the worst fat. That's the good news. Now, visceral fat, on the other hand, sits deeper, okay? It sits around your organs, like your kidneys, like anything that's in your midsection, your intestine, your liver, the pancreas. There's probably something else there, but let's just call it, etc. And the visceral fat is more dangerous, and it's what we really want to get rid of, okay? It's the wrong kind of junk in your trunk, basically. So this is the part where I would usually, if we were doing this live interactive, I would love to hear from you. What are you currently doing to get rid of the junk in your trunk? Now, I actually kind of know what you're trying to do. You're probably cutting back on, on foods to get a flatter belly. Maybe you're working out, so you're cutting your calories, you're exercising more. Maybe you're being extra good and eating all of the healthy foods that we hear about. But because you're here, I'm guessing that whatever it is that you're doing, it isn't working for you, right? And that's because calories play a very small role in a very big picture. And what we've been doing up to now is counting calories. Be it, even if you're exercising because you want to burn more calories, okay? So what I want you to really learn today is, or just always keep this in mind, that it's not about the quantity of food that you eat, but it's more about the quality of food that you're consuming, okay? And we'll get into that today. This doesn't mean that you have to eat organic all the time. That's not what quality means, okay? What it means is that The calories from some food can make you store more belly fat, like excess carbs, sugar, while calories from other foods make you burn fat, okay? And that's what I mean by you have to look out for the quality and not the quantity of food. Because what is really in control here is your hormones. And that, my friend, is the big lesson of the day. Okay? And here I've written down, or I've made notes of the key strategies to reset your hormones and fire up your belly fat burning metabolism. Okay? And there's actually 8 steps, 8 strategies that I'm gonna review with you today here. I'm gonna keep them, to the point. So, we all know, they're gonna be to the point, but they're like 8 really great strategies that you can work on to start, firing up your belly fat burning hormones right away. And you can literally start today. You don't need anything expensive or like any supplements for this too. It's about food, okay? So, number 1, and I know I said food, and now I'm going to start with beverages. So they're part of the food that we eat every day. So number 1, don't drink your calories, my dear. Now, unfortunately, liquid calories from things like soda, we call it pop here in Canada, juice, and alcohol, with some exceptions, will beautifully enhance your belly fat, okay? So now you just have to ask yourself the question, do you want soda or do you want abs? Okay? And maybe not even abs, but we just want a flat belly. And I know you're going to ask this question, so no, Diet Coke is not your friend. It's still going to trigger belly fat production. Okay? That's all the artificial sweeteners, not your friends. So, number 2, eat enough high quality protein. And we are going to interrupt this broadcast because my computer battery is low and I have to plug that in order to be able to continue doing this. There we go. We're safe. So, number 2, eat enough high quality protein. So, under eating protein and overeating carbs leads to weight gain, okay? Protein is a very thermogenic food. And this means that when you're digesting protein, it creates heat, okay? And this fires up your metabolism. Proteins are a very complex structure, metabolically speaking, or like on a molecular level. So it takes your body a lot of effort to break it down into the individual amino acids that it needs to be able to use those as building blocks for your body, okay? So that takes up a lot of energy. That process itself burns a lot of calories. It increases your metabolism, okay? So in order to fire up your metabolism regularly, you want to eat protein throughout the day. So this doesn't mean that you need to eat all of your day's worth of protein in one sitting, because that's going to be way too much for your body to handle. You want to consume protein throughout the day, okay? And this will fire up your metabolism. So make sure you get enough protein. Now, number 3, this might be a bit shocking. So you need to limit fructose consumption, okay? Although fructose is abundant in all of the healthy fruits that are packed full of vitamins, the truth is that fructose is not great for your metabolism as it goes straight to your liver, okay? So, and I was going to say fun fact, but it's not so fun, but it's a fact. It's a scientific fact. Did you know that non-alcoholic fatty liver is usually caused by consuming excess carbs, not fats? Okay, 90 million Americans have a fatty liver. 90 million. There's just above 300 million Americans. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, fructose doesn't tell your brain that you're satisfied when you're eating it, okay? So you keep eating more than needed. enter inflammation and an overburdened liver, and hello, more visceral fat, the bad kind of fat that we just learned about, okay? Inflammation is terrible for your metabolism, okay? It slows it down. So we definitely want to avoid inflammation at all costs. So for most Americans, the big problem is excessive amounts of high fructose corn syrup that is consumed in almost every packaged food and the sodas, okay? Now, for a lot of you, you've been smart and you've removed those from your diet. But another big problem is that when we're on a weight loss journey, we think that fruit is healthy and that fruit is going to support this journey of ours. But this is not the case. So yes, fruit is healthy, but it is not supportive of your goals right now, okay? So limit your fruits to low sugar fruits like berries, lemons. I've got some lemon juice right here, okay? And I'll need to stir that a little bit. Those are chia seeds, so usually I stir them. And maybe, once in a while a green apple or something, but okay? And because we're talking about hormones, that healthy sugar, fructose, doesn't trigger leptin production. And that means that when you eat fruit, the signal that you're eating food doesn't reach your brain. So you don't put the fork down and you keep eating, okay? Now, again, overeating also leads to inflammation, which, as we just learned, it slows down your metabolism, it creates, and it triggers more belly fat. All right? Also, table sugar contains fructose, 50-50 fructose glucose. So if cravings are an issue for you, you really need to work at overcoming these, okay? You can reach out to me for that. That's what I do. Cravings are my thing, okay? So also the steps that I'm outlining here today, the 8 strategies, will help you with that. So implement them. Really, really implement them, okay? And that, speaking of cravings, that takes me to strategy number 4. Add healthy fats to your diet, okay? And this is big because in contrast to fructose, fats will let your brain know that you're full, and they keep you feeling full for longer. They actually help you burn fat, as fat, I just had a brain fart, fat helps turn on your fat burning hormones, okay? Fructose actually turns them off, and fat turns them on. Very, very simplified. We'll keep it that way for the sake of today, okay? I don't want to make this a 2-hour video. But, because we don't want more inflammation also, make sure that you're getting the good fats. So you want good quality animal fats, but also lots of good quality plant fats like avocados, nuts, and seeds, and coconut, olives, right? That's the good stuff. So you want to make sure that that's also included in your diet, okay? And they also come with a fantastic amount of fiber, all of these plant fats. And that's like, 2 birds, 1 stone. So forget, throw them out if you have them in your kitchen. Those nasty golden vegetable oils we've been told are heart healthy, okay? That stuff is inflammation in a bottle because they're so highly processed. There's nothing good about them, okay? So really do yourself a favor and don't even feel bad about doing this. Don't donate it or anything. Just throw it in the garbage because that's all that is, okay? And that heart healthy stuff, that's what we call health washing. And vegetable oil, we think that everything vegetable, so it's called health washing. Marketers just slap that label onto anything to sell it to you. And we buy it, okay? So that's 4. You want to add healthy fats to your diet, which means eliminate the bad ones, okay? Now, strategy number 5, tip number 5. Now, the non-food related stuff. We all know that being stressed out sucks, okay? Now you're gonna like stress even less when I tell you this. Our dear stress hormone, cortisol, breaks down our metabolism enhancing muscle tissue, and our stress hormone cortisol also loves to store fat, preferably around our midsection. Okay? So we need to manage stress. You need to say no more often. You need to schedule in time for yourself to do the things that you want to do and that you need to do for yourself. Walk your dog, pet your cat. Do something that you enjoy doing. I make puzzles. Puzzles help me de-stress. When I'm like stressed and my head's going crazy, I make puzzles. I have them on my iPad, and that's what I do. Okay? So make sure that you manage this, because there's women that do all of the steps, they eat all the right foods, they're doing everything, but they're not managing their stress. And it's just gonna get in the way of you, of the scale moving in the right direction. Okay? You're not gonna be able to burn fat if you're continuously stressed out. Okay? So take 5 minutes each day to sit and meditate, or just breathe in silence. It's really what it takes. You don't start with, like, I know we all want to be over ambitious and do the 15 and do the 20 minutes, do the half hour, be all zen. Take 3 minutes, if that's all you can give yourself as a start, and you will see the transformation. Okay? Most important point for this strategy, don't just do it once. Consistency is key here, okay? Also, high cortisol levels trigger cravings. If you've done my 5-day detox to stop carb cravings, you know this already. High cortisol levels trigger cravings, and we don't want those, okay? How are we doing so far? Yeah? All right, we're more than halfway through. And this is like the real stuff. This is what I give clients, and this is what I do for myself. So I'm not just sharing these for the sake of sharing these and wanting to confuse you. This is it, okay? So strategy number 6, sleep. Now, I know that these are tips, again, that you don't want me to list here for you, but I continue doing it over and over because I know that they work, and I know that they are essential for successful weight loss, especially when it comes to the midsection area, okay? I fiercely protect my sleep. If you don't sleep, your cortisol levels will continue to be high. So you'll store more belly fat, and you'll have more cravings. So sleep, okay? No way around this. If you miss one night, big deal. Again, it's about consistency. It's about doing this all of the time. This is what you do. Set a bedtime for yourself. Create a nighttime routine, okay? If you have to I get up at 5 in the morning. I'm in bed at like 9:30, okay? So stop exercising. That's strategy number 7, by the way. Stop exercising, ladies. And yes, you heard me right. Stop exercising to lose weight successfully. And I have so many women, they come up to me, they enter my Facebook group or on social media, on Instagram, and they say to me, Natalie, I can't lose weight because I can't exercise. Perfect. Because you can't out-exercise a bad diet. Okay? But because we're talking about belly fat today, on top of that, if you do exercise, most women do it wrong because they exercise in a way that ends up raising their cortisol levels even more. So as you're running on the treadmill, your hormones are storing belly fat for you because you're so stressed out. Exercise triggers stress. Okay, that's what aerobic exercise is. You're like stressing. And it can be a good thing, but not when you're trying to burn belly fat. Okay? So muscle building helps. Muscle building is great, but you get this through strength training, not stress-inducing cardio. That's why so many women are doing yoga. Okay? Because it's relaxing. It helps build muscle as well if you're doing like a lot of it. So really, really big here, okay? Now, strategy number 8. If you've done all of the above, and by that I mean you've really done them all and done them consistently for at least a month or more, and you still have no results at all, then food intolerances may be the next best thing to look at for you. Now, food intolerances again trigger inflammation. Inflammation slows down your metabolism. It increases visceral fat around your midsection, okay? So all the things that we don't want. And that's where if you've done everything else, maybe you're just eating something that your body doesn't like. Grains tend to be a big thing here, gluten specifically, okay? So that's something that you can look at. But again, do it in combination with the other steps that I have listed because it'll make it a lot easier to eliminate grains from your diet. Now, I literally in, how long has it taken? These past 20 minutes, I just gave you the answers to eliminate belly fat, okay? But, my dear, nothing is going to change, get better, or improve if you don't take action and actually implement these steps. And I say that with all the love in the world. But I'm not here to be nice and be your friend and sugarcoat things if you really want to see results. This is what you have to do. There's no way around it, okay? So if you already know this and support and accountability is what you need, then let's chat. Let's take that next step for you. Okay, if you're ready to work with me, you can book a free weight loss breakthrough call through the link below. I'll make a really big button. It doesn't exist yet as I'm recording this, but I'll make a big button that says weight loss breakthrough call. Just go in there and you can book that call for you. Okay? Bye.